Spider-Man 2 has been out for a little while now, and if you haven't played the game yet, you probably should. It's amazing, and if you continue watching this video, the game actually will be spoiled for you, so you've kind of been warned. Just saying. So let me introduce myself. My name's Ego, and welcome to Ego Central. This will be my channel where I do a lot of gameplay videos, reviews, and stuff like that. Today is not a review, more or less a wow, an addition to the critiquing from the community. I don't know how to word that. I'm going off the top of the dome. I haven't rehearsed this. This is my first video. So be gentle with me. Or don't. I don't care. That's what she said. I basically wanted to address the community for some of the complaints that they had about this game, which ones that I agree with, and which ones that I kind of think it's just pointless to complain about. And with that being said, I want to start with the web swinging. Now, I've seen a couple of videos where some other creators have put videos out there complaining about the web swinging, but from someone who's played this game and is already working to platinum it really soon, you've got your settings all kind of wonky, bud. Like, I'm not going to name names personally because I don't remember the channel's name that I watched this video on, but essentially he had his web swinging settings on, like, child-friendly mode is what I would call it, and was complaining that the web swinging wasn't realistic enough. Bro, it's a video game. It's never going to be realistic enough. Go touch grass. In my opinion, and opinions are like assholes, and these days you kids eat ass, so gobble this shit up, right? In my opinion, the web swinging's great. The web wings are a fantastic addition. The traversal in this game has like skyrocketed above the other two. It is by far the most fun to play. You play this game, you unlock all the skills, right? The traversal skills and shit, and then go back and play the other two games. It's a nightmare. Like, you're gonna miss the web wings, I promise. Now, another complaint that I saw the community have about this game was woke propaganda being forced down your throats. Giggity. Look, I get it. It's a problem. We see a lot of woke propaganda in a lot of medium nowadays. And you're never going to get away from it. It's just, it's part of the reality that we live in now. I hate to be that guy that says that, but I get it where you're coming from. But I'm pretty open-minded about the business side of things. I understand what Insomniac is doing, and I'm not mad at them. Just like I'm not mad at any other company that put a pride flag on their logos or whatnot during the month of June. You know, what I am more upset about is how June was, also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we were too busy talking about the trans community to give a shit about men's mental health because it's a joke, right? My complaints about this side mission in particular are not the same as what you may think. I'm not a homophobe, so it doesn't bother me like it bothered some people in the community. But I do think this is a waste of Spider-Man's time. And anybody who would argue with that, let me just point out a few things. Superpowered superhero defending the city from crime, aliens, supervillains, and yet I'm supposed to be concerned about this kid's homecoming question to his boyfriend? Like, no. Oh, Spider-Man, the generators don't work. I can't ask my boyfriend to homecoming without them. Please help. Bro, if I'm Spider-Man, I'm gonna look at him and be like, dude, I am fighting superpowered beings, men made of sand, aliens from another planet. I've literally stopped 4 carjackings, 12 muggings, and 7 murders today. And you want me to take time to plug in a TV for you? Give your balls a tug. I mean, literally, like right here. This is all that needed to be there, right? Oh no, the TV doesn't work. Insert Miles Morales walking up and touching that little fuse box. Bzzzt. Ah, there it is. But instead, we had to do this whole dumb, stupid side mission where I had to zip around, fight some dudes, save a guy, come back over here, connect some wires, and then lead this fool in the glasses who apparently couldn't see clues for shit. I had to lead him down here to his demise, honestly. It's going to be a lame homecoming if your boyfriend can't even ask you himself. And I left this particular clip in just to trigger you homophobes. Ha ha. Get fucked. Back on to other topics. The web wings are phenomenal. Okay? I cannot stress enough how fun it is to do this right here. Just look at that. That is so fun. I'm not going to lie. It's my favorite thing that they've included in this game. I can't deny it. Okay? And, now we're gonna kind of segue away from like talking about this stuff because now I kind of want to talk about the expectations that the community has for like the DLC and the next game and stuff like that. Um, so spoiler warning: if you've made it this far and I haven't spoiled anything for you yet, it's about to get spoiled. So you've been warned. So if you've made it this far, I am assuming that you have played the game, you have beaten the game, you have done the side quests, because we're going to be talking about characters that were introduced in side quests. Ready? Here we go. So, this game introduced us to Cletus Cassidy and the Carnage symbiote, however we did not see them merge, which is still to come. Now, in my opinion, and we've already discussed how that works, in my opinion, you've already had all your symbiote in this game. You've had the black venom splooge all over the city, right? It would, if Carnage is going to do the same thing, it would be better to do it in the DLC and just carbon copy color it red than to do that in a third game. So that way when you guys make your new videos a couple of years from now saying it's the same game as the original, that way you're actually accurate. Because, like, literally, some of you made that video, and Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 play nothing alike except for the web swinging and the combat to a small degree. Things have changed to make it different, though. And that's why I don't understand y'all's assessment on that, but that's irrelevant to what we're talking about at this moment. So moving forward, you have Carnage in the DLC, right? Say they do it like they did the first game and they split it into 3 parts. So your first part would be the introduction to Carnage and Cletus merged, right? The outbreak starts, he does whatever he needs to do. Keep in mind, Insomniac introduced this concept that symbiotes leave something in the host. So Peter still has the anti-venom symbiote. I wouldn't call it a symbiote, but you get where I'm coming from. He still has the anti-venom thing. Mary Jane became Scream in this game, so who's to say that she doesn't get some kind of symbiote powers? And I know you guys hate Mary Jane, especially her side missions, but every anime has its filler, and I still watch the filler sometimes. It depends on... I don't watch the fucking beach episodes, but we're getting off topic. Anyways, so... Carnage comes out, he does this thing, takes over the city. If they decide to go that route, he might not do like Venom did and, you know, try to splooge all over the city. He might have different goals, but that's what's going to make it unique, is like, he might not even splooge on the city. He might just be trying to fuck shit up. That's cool. Say he does splooge on the city, though. It's going to be red instead of black, right? So, for 3 parts of this DLC, you could be fighting Carnage, and you already have a knowledge of how to defeat symbiotes, plus there's potentially 4 Spider-Friends. You've got Spider-Man Peter, you got Spider-Man Miles, you've got Silk, and potentially if Insomniac does anything with this whole, the symbiote left something in its host, you have potentially Mary Jane with symbiote powers, okay? Moving forward a little bit further with that, right? They defeat Carnage, but not completely. The symbiote escapes. Cletus goes to prison, Raft, whatever. All throughout this DLC, you have these little teaser clips of what Doc Ock and Norman Osborn are doing. And, you know, we've been teased a Green Goblin since the first game. I've been waiting on it. You take the Green Goblin, you take Doc Ock, you make them your primary villains in the next game. And then what happens is midway through that game, something happens, and, you know, because their motivations are obviously different. You know, Norman wants Spider-Man dead. Doc Ock wants Peter's body. We're doing a spectacular Spider-Man story arc, it seems, so why not, right? You have Doc Ock and Green Goblin team up only to get to their end goal and then realize their motivations are not the same. So then they have this conflict of interest. Green Goblin gets the shit kicked out of him. Next thing you know, the red Carnage symbiote attaches to the Green Goblin, giving us a red goblin, and then it's fucking hell on earth. I'm all for this plan. It would be dope. Again, though, I understand that that's probably not what's going to happen. I trust Insomniac's creative direction, though. Everything they've done so far with these games, they're referencing comic storylines without copying anything, and that's what I love about it. It's giving you a sense of familiarity while giving you something new. And if you're as much of a nerd as I am, you're sitting there trying to figure out what comics are references to what, and there's a lot. It's pretty dope. But I mean, I digress. Like I said, I trust Insomniac's creative direction, and I think you should too. By the way, how cool were the web lines, right? Like I'm watching as I was recording, and I got distracted multiple times because I was just enjoying how how that sequence went. Anyways, this has been Ego. I hope you guys enjoy what I've made today. If not, hey, this is my first time. It's usually terrible the first time, and we can all kind of agree on that, right? Until next time, it won't be the first time. See ya.